This is only one Kenobi, only one. Welcome to another episode of the Vintage Collection Wishlist. We are up to number 2 now. This is a series of videos I've decided to do that are just literally a wish list of figures I want to see brought into the Vintage Collection of 2018 and 2019. Anything that was in the VC 115 onwards. Yes, a lot of figures have been announced at the New York Toy Fair of 2018, but a lot of the figures from the original trilogy have been missing. Classics like this, the AT-AT driver, also known as the AT-AT pilot. AT-AT stands for All-Terrain Armoured Transport, the huge walking vehicles seen in The Empire Strikes Back. Now, this figure almost made it into the last Vintage Collection, but it only came via the special action figure set with 3 of the figures from Empire Strikes Back, so we are yet to see a modern release of this classic vintage card. Now, this character is an absolute favourite for so many, which is quite bizarre because he hardly speaks in the movie, you hardly see him. In fact, you only see the character from behind, and you can see him in a 2-shot with General Veers. Veers says, "Distance to power generator," and the driver responds with 17.28. That's all he says. But he is amazing. This character is a favourite for so many people, and it's definitely one of my favourites. I just remember having it as a kid and loving it. He's almost a cross between a stormtrooper and a TIE fighter pilot, because at the end of the day, it's a white TIE fighter pilot. So in this video, I'm not going to show you all the previous releases, I'm going to show you the first release. This now is the classic 80s AT-AT driver, and a great figure that it was. And the best so happens to be a 5 points of articulation figure, would you believe it? The best example of this figure made to date was the Saga Legends figure in the Rebels line, which was only 5 points of articulation, but by a clear mile, the best ever made. And if you are watching Hasbro, that would be nice. It would be a wise decision to recycle this sculpt, because you nailed it. All Hasbro would need to do is to fully articulate this figure, put it on the vintage card, and boom, it would be an amazing vintage collection figure for 2018, in the line that follows VC 115. So, what would you like in the vintage collection after VC 115? Aside to what we found out from the Toy Fair and what Hasbro have told us from Comic Cons last year, what would you like to see in the vintage collection? Please let me know what you would have in your VC wishlist, and maybe I'll make a video and give you a mention. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.